Okay, so here's the tutorial video for a T-bar row. So I'm going to demonstrate a neutral grip and an over grip variation. So neutral grip is quite straightforward. In terms of the position of it, just wedge it into something. You can wedge it into a corner. If it's a corner that you care about, maybe wedge a towel between it so it doesn't scratch the corner. You can also wedge two plates together on the floor and rest it in there. Just anything that you can kind of think that you can rest it into. Okay. Now, with the neutral grip, it's quite simple. Put it there. You're obviously going to have the plate on as well. Okay. And then just in this position here, you're going to squat down to pick it up, or sort of engage your hips. I don't want to see you like that. As you pick it up, lower yourself into position. Again, I don't want to see people like this because it's not right. Okay, so you need to maintain this neutral position from the spine, chest out, squeeze it in. You can sit up a little bit because of the angle, but if you stand up too much, it's going to hit you in the bits. So you want to be like that, so you get a nice big squeeze in the elbows. Notice how I'm pulling my elbows back like that. So that's neutral grip. I'm going to demonstrate how to set up over grip. Okay, so basically get a chain or something that you can wrap around the bar. You put it round this bit, so where the end peg is, where the weights go. Okay, now you chain it, you attach it to the chain like so it's tight to the bar. Then you got this bit here is basically where you attach the attachment. So I'll show you now with a plate attached. So you slap it on, just let it rest into the chain so it's locked in there. And then here, attach the bar attachment and you're ready to go. Yep. Cool. Okay, so I'm just going to demonstrate Meadows row. Okay, so it's pretty much the same setup as the T-bar row, as you can see. Now, when starting a Meadows row, you're going to start off with your foot quite close to the plate. Okay, you're going to lower yourself into position, bent over row position, so your back's nice and neutral. You can have your hand resting on the other knee for support, bend down to grab it. The bar is quite thick, so you can use lifting straps if you want. If you're going for grip strength, I would recommend not using the lifting straps. So I'm just going to demonstrate this position here and just row up, single arm. Okay, you can also do it as a lat focused variation. Okay, so again, you're going to stand with it quite close to you, foot in front of the plate. Okay, going to bend down, lower yourself into position, and from here you just pull, and it encourages you to engage your lat. Okay. Right, so I'm just going to add a few pointers for the T-bar row. So when you get around to setting it up, it can be a little bit fiddly if you're trying to hold the end of a bar up and place a weight plate on the end as well. So a little tip is to just, if you have a narrow grip handle, just place it here. As long as it's past the midpoint of the bar, the other end shouldn't flip up, and then it's quite easy to place a weight plate on the end, and then you just kind of pick it up. Now, a pointer for if you're doing narrow grip rows. Okay, now because the bar's going to be quite close as you pull it up, if you have a 20 plate on the first plate slot here, you might not be able to get a full squeeze up because 20 plate is quite big. Okay, so what I would recommend is putting probably like a 15 on first and then putting a 20 on, so you can just pull it up that extra little bit at the top. Okay. It doesn't matter if it's with an over grip handle because of the chains coming up and you've got a little bit more distance between you and the bar. That's fine to stack a 20 plate on first.